Donna J. Jodhan presents Dining with Donna, a weekly podcast where Donna shares a delicious recipe with you, gives you a bonus recipe, and ends off her podcast with time-saving tips for your kitchen. Her recipes are easy to follow, easy to put together, and most yummy and delicious for family and friends. Donna's recipes are favorites for everyone. They are tried and approved, and she guarantees you'll be able to make them your favorite. It's time to cook and bake, and Donna is waiting to show you how.
Hello, it's Donna J. Jodhan, your host for the Dining with Donna May 25 podcast, week 4. Final week for the merry month of May, and I want to thank everyone again for continuing to listen to me, to provide me with your thoughts, your feedbacks, your comments, and your suggestions. Our mailbox is swelling constantly, and I shouldn't say swelling, but it's constantly being populated with lots of inquiries, and I really like that. I really like hearing from you and engaging with you, and I love sharing our show notes, our main recipes, bonus recipes, tips, and hidden recipe treasures with you. All you need to do is write to me at either donnajodhan@gmail.com or askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com. Okay? Put in the subject line the month and the week number. Month is May, week number is 3, or any month you want, or any week you want. Okay? You can go way back to last year, even the year before. Put in the body of the email what you're looking for, okay? And you could say, well, I want everything, or you want the show notes, or the main recipe, or the bonus recipe, or the tips, or the recipe treasure of the week, all right? So you have a lot of choices here, and let's go into our kitchen. Favorite corner of the house, or at least it is for me. I love to cook and I love to eat. Cooking is what makes the world go round. You get to relax, refresh, regurgitate, renew, reformat everything, either with friends and family or either by yourself. You know, cooking is something that we all love to talk about. What we love to eat, what we love to make, what we love to, or, we dream of having, or dream of cooking, or dream of baking. Cooking is a really, trying to find the word here, but it is a topic that is common to everybody. I can't think of anybody who doesn't like to eat, or at least doesn't like to cook. So into our kitchen we go. Gather our implements to one side of the counter. Gather our ingredients to the other side of our counter. Saves on time, saves on stress, saves on everything. And you get to organize yourself. You don't need to be running from pantry cupboard to shelf to counter to stove top to oven. No. All you got to do is organize yourself by putting your ingredients to one side and your implements to the other side. So, for last week, here's what we covered. Okay? For the main recipe, it was candied acorn squash. Just remember, the category for this month is, from the low-fat cookbook, it's vegetables. The bonus recipe, and I keep having problems, announcing this one, is pomegranate honey yogurt panata. Okay. For the tips we had, dealing with scorched whites and dealing with musty towels. And the hidden recipe treasure was old-fashioned apple dumplings. Okay? For week 4, here's what we're going to be sharing with you. The main recipe is cottage cheese stuffed baked potatoes. Cottage cheese stuffed baked potatoes. Okay, the bonus recipe was artichoke and sun-dried tomato tuna salad. Okay, again, artichoke and sun-dried tomato tuna salad. And for the tips we have brightening soiled curtains and removing red wine stains. And I'm going to tell you what the hidden recipe treasure is at the end of my podcast. Okay? All right, all in a mouthful, folks. So now we're going to go to the main recipe. Okay. So the main recipe is cottage cheese stuffed baked potatoes. And the implements that you're going to need for this recipe are, here we go, measuring cups, measuring spoons, a whisk, 1 spoon for smoothing, and my favorite standby, paper towels. Again, you need those paper towels in case of unexpected spills. You got to clean up stuff. You got to wipe the tops of boxes, of cans, of bottles, of jars. Okay? All right, here we go. And the ingredients: 2 baking potatoes, 1 cup of low-fat cottage cheese, 1 tablespoon of chives, 1 teaspoon of onion powder. All right. And now you're ready to make. But before I tell you that we're ready to make, I forgot to hail my little brother in Montreal. Michael, hope you're listening, sir. Maybe you'll make me these baked potatoes on my next visit to see you and Heather, wouldn't you? Think about it. All right, here we go. And we're ready to make. Bake your potatoes in 425-degree oven for about an hour. Cut your potatoes in half, lengthwise, and you scoop out the insides. Return your shells to the oven and bake it until it is crisp. Whip the potato insides that you have just scooped out with your remaining ingredients, and you spoon your mixture into your potato shells. Return it to the oven and bake until it is thoroughly heated. This makes 4 servings. Yum, yum, yum. I tried this recipe last month. Cottage cheese baked potatoes. It was delicious. Try it. It will be a family favorite, I guarantee. You could do it for lunch. You could do it for dinner. I don't know. I like it for lunch as a change, okay? All right. So now for your bonus recipe, okay? And don't tell me this is giving me trouble again. Oh dear me. All right. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to give this a try. Okay. Don't know what's going on. I hate this. All right. Why is this doing this to me? I'm going to have to move on to the tips. Here are the tips for this week. Brightening soiled curtains. How do you do that? Okay. Add 1/2 cup of salt, okay, to soaking water. Soak for a while and then launder as usual. You'll be amazed to see how your curtains become bright. And here's the second tip. It is removing red wine stains. Sprinkle the spill immediately with lots and lots of salt, okay? And then you dunk it into cold water and rub this stain. You'd be amazed to see how this works. Let's go on to the hidden treasure recipe for this week. Well, first I'll tell you what we covered. All right. So here's what we covered for this week. Cottage cheese stuffed baked potatoes. And the bonus recipe, which I'm having problems again giving to you, artichoke and sun-dried tomato tuna salad. And the tips: brightening soiled curtains and removing red wine stains. And the hidden recipe treasure was pineapple dumpling cake. Let me try one more time to bring up this bonus recipe for you. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. Oh, Lordy. Let me try. Okay, let me try. Bear with me. Let's see. Bear with me here. We're going to try and find it. Okay. All right. Here we go. Artichoke and sun-dried tomato tuna salad. I was determined not to let technology get the better of me for this week. This yields 4 servings, okay? The serving size should be 3/4 cups, okay? And here we go. The ingredients are as follows. 12-ounce can of tuna in water, but you got to drain it. If you cannot find a complete 12-ounce can, just make sure you have 12 ounces all together, okay? 1.5 cups of artichoke hearts. Make sure that they're drained, okay? Okay. And you reserve the marinade from these artichoke hearts, okay? 1.5 cups of these artichoke hearts. Drain the marinade, okay? 1/4 to 1/3 cup of sun-dried tomatoes drained, okay? 1/2 tablespoons of finely chopped basil, Some people may not like basil. Or 1/2 teaspoon of dried, basil as well. So you can either have either 1/2 teaspoon, or you can either have 1/2 tablespoons of finely chopped basil, or 1/2 teaspoon of it dried. Okay? 1/4 teaspoon of coarsely chopped black pepper, ground black pepper. Okay? Now for the directions. And place the tuna, the artichoke hearts, and sun-dried tomatoes and your basil, place them all together, and your pepper in a medium-sized bowl. Place them all together in a medium-sized bowl. Number 2 is you add about 2 tablespoons of the artichoke marinade to the bowl. Okay? If the mixture seems too dry, add a little bit more of the artichoke marinade. Okay? Serve this immediately, or cover and chill, and then serve later. You can serve this on a bed of, salad, or on a bed of lettuce. And it's easy. It's very, very easy to make. All right, I got everything in for this week, including the very troublesome bonus salad. Technology and I continue to fight. Oh boy. All right, that's it for me for this week. That's it for me for this month. I wish you all a very good rest of the day, a very good rest of the week, a very good rest of the month. Guys, do take care, stay safe, and keep your emails coming to me at either donnajodhan@gmail.com or askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com. Take good care now, and see you next month. Bye-bye.
That's it for this week. Donna hopes that you enjoyed her recipes and that you will take a few minutes to try them out. Stay safe and stay well. Send your thoughts and feedback to Donna at askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com.